anything that gets too close would probably struggle against the troll in a man fight. Move around.
Eyes over on this mid lane to watch ABED face off with the Invoker. Just to see how it plays out.
Yeah, so Exort Invoker, I think it's necessary here. A lot of the times, I think BCM loves playing his Quas Wex, but in this matchup, I can't imagine playing Quas Wex into Primal Beast. He doesn't need mana that badly, and if you don't have the Exort for damage, I think you just don't get to see us at all.
Bottom lane, Grass is going to be pretty strong on Nightfall. Let's see,
Radiant's
just throwing out the axes. Top lane Amar though, sitting a little bit low, has to be careful, yeah. Maybe one more hit and there it is, there's gonna be the first blood. So we're seeing the power of that Shadow Fiend safe lane.
Yeah, that's slow. When the Shadow Ray stacks up, it is so easy to get caught out of position. It's not like Amar is a slouch on the off lane, but it is difficult to stay safe and still be able to get close enough to get farm. And Arteezy pulled back his creeps, connected them on the top again. Of course, the pull was made by Taiga meanwhile.
It's mid lane, just every time, you know, ABED has this very powerful trample. I did end up taking a couple hits from that tower during that. I'm top lane though. Pressure being placed on Arteezy. Not quite being able to finish him off just yet. I think if he had a level 2, perhaps that's a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, he could maybe have committed for more, but Arteezy is gonna be just fine sitting under the tower for now, but has to be worse. Mars getting close. Wrapping around those flies.
Much a comfort here. Looks like ABED is gonna go for a bit of a dive. Stuck behind. Hang out in the trees for a moment. Does have onslaught.
Yeah, he's chasing actually.
For the trample. That cold snap though is pretty potent as ABED looking like he might end up falling, although Taiga with the return, nicely done.
They're gonna get a kill just on crit alone there, but they're still coming in with ABED as well in his Primal Beast, so Yuragi, you're in trouble.
Looking very scary for him. The onslaught charging on in with the trample and nice bushwhack. Will keep the troll within the vicinity.
For that play. So he's staying safe, and right now OG are just hanging around with a few heroes.
They're teleporting ABED down though. It's gonna charge forward over onto Yuragi. Gets the stomp off. As that Uproar needs a little bit more damage. They've got the pulverize. Nice cancel though coming out from Misha with the cookies. Not out of the woods just yet though. Yuragi does get slapped down by ABED. And now Misha running from Nightfall. They want this kill. They're not gonna give it up. A little bit of a scatter blast toss back, but not gonna matter. Ends up dying.
Have been very fruitful so far.
Already you can see Misha teleporting to the mid lane. They realized that ABED is smoked up. They saw that the here. You managed to find Taiga. There'll be the stomping around in circles from ABED. Those are some big out positioning of ABED. Many heroes over towards this side too. Side of.
Yeah, that looks like they want to fight. Now with trample and cooldown, be a little bit careful on ABED. Might get caught out deep.
Now, a little surprised about this. They'll get the bushwhack off, and Yuragi just immediately dies. The onslaught out over past Misha, but now Fly is pretty deep over here. Nightfall though jumping in. Misha will end up becoming spiders. Nightfall comes out again from ABED in a good position. Amar does teleport it. He does have the arena.
Yes.
Nightfall making very good use of the space and choking out the side of OG, so they just don't have the room to farm. It's just a very spooky situation. And BZM gets spotted. The pulverize comes into play. See you later, BZM.
Yeah, gets caught. Quick combination there.
Nightfall.
Okay, Nightfall just moves in.
Thinking about going back in, potentially. Get the brambles off. The rest of EG, though, making their way into this triangle area. The onslaught from ABED. Misha just getting chipped away by Nightfall. And
ABED is stealing. He's taking the entire stack here away. Amar wants to stay around, but it's too dang there.
A Another nice bushwhack over onto Taiga. That Shadow Realm is going to wear off and not going to be able to get the Terrorize off either. You know that OG doesn't want to let them have this, but I don't know if they're going to be able to deal with like a double damage Arteezy.
They have the meatball and the arena. Look for the chaos meteor.
All right, there it is. There's gonna a nice spear away. So Fly is going to die immediately. And over on the side, Arteezy trying to get up this ultimate. Won't be able to find it, but they'll end up losing BZM during this. Now Misha is just getting chomped away by Nightfall. Crit trying to close the gap, gets another hit off. He's gonna go for the high five. Nice brambles will be able to hold him into place, but they'll end up losing Misha. Bedlam also coming in. Again, this is Nightfall. This is a Broodmother. Very tanky. The onslaught tries to come out from ABED, but does end up getting caught in the brambles. There's just so much garbage all over the ground. It's hard for you to see. You have to really clue in here, but a couple nice races over to Yorgi. They need a little bit more. They will be able to find it. The spear back coming out from Amar, but the click Ariel coming out from Arteezy as they will clean it all up.
Man, what happened? But manages to stay alive, and on the front line, they just turn it around. Nothing can kill Broodmother in this fight. I don't really know how they decided to take that fight without Troll joining them. Back in the game again. Oh no, maybe Bramble?
I'm not feeling like this is feeling too. Yeah, they go. They mark Taiga.
He's fine.
The face is on the
Stop looking, camera. Move away. He lived. He lived. He's okay.
Be able to get off the ultimate, so the Snapfire Kiss is doing work, but now it's looking very scary because that ultimate wears off and there's too much damage on Nightfall. Now Misha left behind, the spiders munching away, the hits coming out from Arteezy, and there's the connection over onto BZM. They'd like to finish off. They've got the Hunter's Mark, trying to get the Terrorize off. Amar, though, finding it, will be able to go get the kill, clean up over onto Fly, who's dove a little bit too deep. Slap their attention over here on the Shadow Field. They'll go and they'll use the arena. They've got Bedlam, so that's more than enough damage, but in comes ABED with the BKB, with the stops, cleans up Taiga, chases after Amar. These fights are just absolutely bonkers. Have a lot of babies, because you know that a lot of them aren't going to make it to the ripe old age that you'd like them to. Oh boy, oh Yoragi, here comes ABED. Picks him up with the pulverize. They need to put enough damage off so that way he cannot get the ultimate off, and I will be able to find it. Sharpshooter coming into play though now. First Crown also going to get used over onto ABED. He uses the BKB as Misha makes his rotation. Let's just buy that blink deck. It's going to stop away from the Brambles. Arteezy though with a nice ultimate. The fear coming into play. Clicks over onto BZM. Gets the kill. Trample runs in. ABED, he wants his kill on Taiga. Then EG is just running away with this game right now. Look at this.
Hides behind the tree. Gets the ulti out. Beautiful.
Clean up on those spiders. Gets a nice bushwhack off over onto Amar and the... Oh, that was so close. 50 hit points. The boomerang and the sharpshooter almost finishing off Amar. This little squirrel does massive amounts of damage. Try to cut down the tombstone, but Misha will end up falling for his efforts. Tombstone is down though. It just feels like EG, they have so much momentum. I don't understand how they're going to be able to shove them out of the base.
Any form of net worth, but they're so far behind. The BKB is quite a while away from Mars. He went for that labs first. Takes a while to complete BKB next. Get out of our base,
Snapfire, but they'll jump in onto the back lines. They'll pick up BZM. They've already used the BKB. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop ABED. He will crush BZM.
Such a quick takedown. I like the combination between Sharpshooter and Primal Beast. It's both really low cooldown ultimates, and they keep using them in tandem just to get these kills.
This is looking like a Gaben's top hat shellacking right now, Waga.
Yeah, I mean, I look over to the carry and he's just farming jungle, and there's nothing.
There's just, they can't do anything. Yeah, they're just running after them one by one. These supports just crumbling up and literally stomping all over them. Happy with what they got. Amar is going to be back up in about a second. Feels like ABED's like he keeps turning back around, like, maybe we could go back in. But Nightfall is putting his attention. Oh, okay, all right, the onslaught right down to the bomb. They find Yoragi, and he's just dead immediately.
All these 100 zero
How
bursts.
do you stop this big stompy boy? Yeah, Amar teleporting out right now. Not going to be able to make it. The Sunstrike coming in. Just managed to get the kill on Chris, but Navarre will end up dying. They're just chewing through the heroes on the side of OG. They call GG. Evil geniuses. I do not know what it is that they ate for breakfast today, but they are just unstoppable.